Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Today we are taking a look at the Uno drum by IK Multimedia, and we are taking a look at all the sounds that you can use to build up patterns and kits, etc. And like how you can kind of sculpt your own sound and program it and stuff like that. So it's really very easy. I'll do a quick programming tutorial at the end, sort of just a quick pattern so you get an idea of how simple this thing is to use. But where you get what it is it's a mixture of analog sounds and PCM sounds. So when it says AN, it's analog. So these are the starting points for your analog sounds, and on the top row where it says 1 through to 5, these are your PCM sounds. So the bottom, you can have a mixture of one analog sound or another 4 PCM sounds, and the top allows you to have 5 PCM sounds but no analog sound. So, and you can mix and match, so you can have like an analog kick there and a PCM kick there. So let's have a look at the analog sounds and the kind of shaping that you can do. So we'll take this snare for instance. Along the top level here, you'll see level, tune, snap and decay. So you can do snap for the 2 kicks, but for hi-hat for instance, if you try to move an encoder that won't do anything, it will just flash like that, so that you know. But we can increase the snap on the snare, or maybe hear it better on a kick. Like that. So we could start with dialing in a sound on our analog that we like for kick number 2, and then we can tune it. Like that there. I'll leave a bit more decay on that one. And then this first kick here, you will see that underneath where it says level, tune, snap and decay, there are slightly less highlighted letters: hold, snare, low pass filter, kick 1, FM tune, FM amount. For kick number 1, if we hold this drum, this will start to flash. So for kick number 1, we can do the FM tuning. And then the FM amount. But this one won't do anything, you see, it'll just flash because that is for snare low pass. So and then if we move any of the others, we'll just get a flash, so that we know we can't alter those parameters. So for instance, again, we couldn't do anything for that on those bottom ones there, but we can affect the compression and the drive for the entire Uno drum. But this will, that's a global setting. So let's just hold that again till it flashes and wind some of that FM. Hey Watson. Someone's coming. So you get the idea there. So moving along, we can tune pretty much everything. So if we take this off, we can sorry, that's a level. But on some of the sounds, you'll see the tuning will be limited to a value between 1 and 4. And we can't tune the analog clap, but we can, of course, adjust the level. Now with this decay, the decay time is kind of, that's self-explanatory, and we can control the decay on the clap settings. Yes. Excuse me just a sec. Right, okay. So we've got that there. So those are our analog sounds. Now we can move on to various, that's quite nice, PCM sounds. And we have 4 of those with the analog ones. And again, with these, we have the level control, obviously. Tuning, no snap. We can control the decay. So let's have a listen to a few more of these. So we just make sure we're on sound, and we can move our data wheel to scroll through those sounds. So if you kind of wanted to get a bit more drive, decrease the snap a bit, get a bit more drive on that snare, like that. But then we've decided that our 2 kicks are now kind of too loud. We can just go into level, make sure our pad is selected, and adjust the levels to suit from the actual on the mixer, the level part here. So dead easy there. So for the hi-hat one, that's a little bit loud anyway now. So is that. And the decay on this one, a bit too much for an open hi-hat with this sound. So very cool there. We've got nice level between all of those bottom ones there that we've just programmed. And we've got a mixture of sounds as well. So we've got an analog kick there. Then this, that, there. So, right. So say, for instance, now that we're happy with those sounds and we'd like to save them. Well, all we need to do is go to Kit. And this is, at the moment, is set to Kit 91. But you can set it any way you like. Just hold it there. And then press it again, and it's saved. So if I go now to another kit, Kit 92, and then go back to, it's going to remember that setting. Toms, let's see. So I'll take you through the other sounds as well. So let's go back to sound. So bearing in mind on the PC sounds, we can't do the lower level adjustments. the cymbals. And then so you get a real, if you just take time, dial in the sound you want, and you can really program this. It can get really old school and grungy. And don't forget, you could just then start applying some nice effects to it, etc., like reverbs and things, and whatever you want, really. So here we go. So that's basically how you can select your sounds. Now, remember to go to Kit, and if I wanted to revert to my original settings, which was the one we saved, okay, so let's program just a quick pattern before we go so you get an idea of how easy this is. Okay, so at the moment, if I press play, it's going to play the pattern, but I've erased that pattern. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, if you have a pattern playing and you want to erase the whole thing, you just want to clear it out as I've done there. All you need to do is hit select all, hold this X, hit select all again, and you see it'll flash clear. That's it. Deselect. And then you've got a completely empty blank pattern. Now we can just choose the instrument that we want, for instance, this one, and let's put in some steps, like step style. So basic 4 on the floor there. Okay, so you've got like, this is basically your 1 bar. You can do 4 bars of pattern, so up to 64 steps, or any amount of steps you like. So you see here, there's a little 1 above the this little arrow pointing that way, the advanced pattern arrow. Okay, so to change the length, it's easy. You just tap on length and you'll see it's on 16. Okay, so we can take this all the way up to 64, which is over our 4. And if we press play now, you'll see it'll jump to 2, but there'll be nothing there because we haven't programmed any patterns. And then it'll jump back to 1 again. So, I mean, 16 is a bit much for what we want to do here. So let's put it on, 64. Let's put it on 32, which is basically 2 bars. Now, if we want to jump to our next sort of sequence to see what's going on, if we're in step sequence mode, we can just jump over like that. And then we can put another, for maybe an extra one in there. And then we can see how that sounds. Let's choose our hi-hat now. Go back to 1 where there is no hi-hats. Tap the arrow again, because there's nothing further ahead, it'll just go back to 1. Now let's select snare. So you see there that we've now started to build up a little pattern over 16, so over 2 bars now. We want to save that pattern now. Okay, so all we do is tap on pattern, hold till it starts to flash like that. Just tap pattern again, and that's saved. So now we've built a kit from scratch, done a 2-bar pattern. Cool beans. So we'll be doing a few more tutorials as well, and using it with other instruments and things that, you know, so we can link things together. But I just wanted to show you what nice collection of sounds. Now, before I go, like I said, the drive, we won't get into the roll feature now and stuff like that, but that is like whatever, or the stutter. We can do the effects in another thing and the comp and the drive, but like I said, the compression and the drive applies to the overall thing. It's clearly kind of labeled what it'll do at the bottom there. Kick 1 FM tune, hold is the snare thing, and then swing is kind of self-explanatory as well. And then we've got humanize, which kind of then humanizes the whole thing. And then you have division. So if we take the swing back down to 50, which is minimum, and the humanize, cool. So you've got a real load of control over what you want to do. So again, to just emphasize the clearing, select all, tap, hold this, select all again, deselect all. And another method for recording is actually entering it in real time. Excuse that cut there. The Watson went completely nuts because someone did actually deliver something. Right, okay, so here we go. So to record in real time, easy peasy. So we've cleared out our pattern again, like this. So we just need to hit record, hit this. Now you can hear the metronome, okay? So if you hit Alt, like stop record, if you hit Alt, these 4 buttons here now control certain things, and you see it's on defaults to be on metronome, okay? And then you can either have it off or on. Well, we're going to start a blank, so I need to have it switched on so I can hear what's going on. And also here, excuse me, you'll notice that our pattern is now reverted to 1 bar. Okay, so let's go. So we 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's still on. That's okay. That's handy. It's still on there 2. And if we wanted to then save that pattern, tap pattern, hold, start to flash, tap again, and it's saved. So go into a completely different pattern now, for instance. And then going back to our one we've just recorded. And if we don't, like I said, if we wanted to actually change the length, if we hit length, we can still see it's on 32. We can drop our length down now to pretty much anything we want. We could even just go to 8 and down to just to 16. Or back to our 32. Or get some weird polyrhythmic time signatures going on. Or extend. So there you go. There's kind of a little bit of a tutorial. And I'll look at the sounds. So you do have a lot of control. Anyway, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron. Excuse those couple of cuts while I had to go and sort Laddie Watson out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Ta-ra. Thanks for watching.